Hello everyone, it's me, the Thetrucksimaddict, bringing you another Truck Simulator commentary. I am back with another ETS2 video. This is going to be a general delivery from one place basically to another. With the new update, it has been released. I will post the download link in the description of the video, so you guys can go and check that out. It has some pretty wicked features, such as the truck I'm driving now, which is the Ivacare Highway. Let's have a nice look at that now. Just go nice and slow. Now, basically, this truck is incredibly tidy. I like it. So we're just gonna, as you can see, I haven't put any raw bars, any lights on, or whatever, light bars even. I like it being, I like it like it is, being rather plain. They've added, SCS Software have added a ton of new fixes to the game and everything like that. As you can see here behind me now, I'm pretty sure they have added more AI into the road. Not more variety, just populated the roads a lot more, because I'm now generating a tailback and I'm also in the wrong gear. I want to be in gear 8, I think. Anyways, yes, so, new roads, what we're doing. Oh brilliant, the red route sat-nav hasn't directed me there yet. Basically, I've chosen delivery here because there's this new section of road here. You know it's new because I've got that far and then I stopped for some random reason. So we've got that toll booth there. We've also got, well, basically this is just all new, so I'm going to take up this way to do the delivery, so we can check that out, as well as discuss the update. Now the update has a lot of new features and a lot of fixes, like I said. It's made the game a lot more stable when it comes to, like, the it's hard to explain, like the frame rate and the loading of objects and things. It's made it a lot more stable now, which I really like. It's also just made it a lot better to drive on, I think. When I first installed the update, the steering wheel I found didn't have self-centering. They'd lowered the force feedback so that it was more realistic, and I really didn't like that. It was hard to get used to. So I looked on the SCS Software forum, see about any issues that people have had with their steering wheels. Someone did have the same issue as mine. A few people have posted the same thing, and I figured, I figured. I noticed there was one of the moderators had posted a fix to the issue, which was cool. So if you're using a steering wheel, I will post a link to that fix. Another fix which you will need is something to do with light nodes or something like. I should have read that part up. But there's also another thing with mods and lights and stuff, and you need to get that fixed. I will post the. It's not really a link, but I will post a way to fix those issues. If I can just find it on my phone whilst I'm driving, as I do, because I know sort of things like that. Just hope that it's not lost in Facebook. No, I don't think it's lost in Facebook. Give me a second, and we're also stopping at traffic lights now, which is nice. It's kind of nice timing. Oh, great. No, you're supposed to stay. Basically, let's just. No, we'll keep driving in. When will my sat-nav give me my new route? Because I want it preferably before anything else. So, okay, damn it, I've got to read now. It's the flares, the light flares. I think it's light flares or just flares in general. Basically, they no longer use the model underscore template sub unit, and the model line points directly to the the model line points. What game am I in? The model line points directly to the model instead. So the way to fix that, I will post in the description of the video, along with the link to the update, so you guys can all go check that out. Now, I assume I'm going the right way. I'm kind of I like the way that I'm going. It's a bus stop. It's a bus station. Let's check that out. I can show you that. In basically every city, you will find a bus station. A lot of you should have heard about Euro Coach Simulator as well as American Truck Simulator, but let's not focus on that because that's old news. Well, not yet really, but yeah. Euro Coach Simulator. It's closer than we all think, hoping for it to be released towards the end of the year. And as you will see any minute, SCS Software are working nice and hard to get the Euro Coach depots working. Now let's just take a look. So we got to turn right here. Okay, cool. Right, so I'm going to be a truck and pull in because it's empty, there's no buses. This is just for show. They've added something to do with the buses into each, this was maybe a bad idea. They've added something to do with each, just a random little, let's go to a bus station. Yeah, something like this anyway, to each city, which is really nice. They've added bus stops and bus depots and stuff. Now, I think this is really tight. I didn't think it'd be so tight, for buses anyway. My trailer's kind of curbing it now. I saw a moving thing earlier. Yes, that one. Look, let's watch it. It moves! That thing moves. I don't know how they do it, but I think that's pretty cool. So I expect you'll see some mods with this stuff in. Let's just watch it do it one more, see if it does anything else. Now it just goes up and down and the same two pictures. But it's still really cool because obviously in real life the bus stations only have that sort of basic thing. They don't do some fancy stuff and have unlimited photos. At least not sort of most depots. There might be some with lots of different other stuff. But yeah, so we will see different of those around the city. I may show you the one in the city that I'm heading up to. I will not try and pronounce the name because I cannot for the life of me pronounce Polish words. Now, my driving is really shocking. I am sorry about that. This thing is, I don't know. But yeah, because no self-centering, it's hard to get used to and stuff, and it means I've got to do a whole lot more turning to get the steering wheel right. And my truck feels longer than normal. Don't know why. Anyways, it's now giving me the new route, which no! Wait, we're going the wrong... Are we well, we are kind of going the wrong way. I was hoping to go a quicker way, but nah, it's cool. Let's go this way. So yeah, basically there's some loads... Oh dear, wrong gear. I'll list some more features right now for you. You can turn your truck speed limiter on and off, so if you like to go over the speed limit then you can, nice and easily now, which is really nice. There's also a load of physics changes. If you use the steering wheel, you now get different force feedback vibrations, so to simulate real life driving you get vibrations when you go over bumps and on bumpy roads and stuff. The same aspect here, which I think is really nice. They didn't have it before this update. They sort of dropped it, and I sort of got annoyed with it on ETS2. No, I'm on ETS2. I sort of got annoyed with it on UKTS. I'll get it right. Where gear 11, where it was a continuous. Whenever you went on a dirt road, oh dear, I would slow down too quickly there. Whenever you went on a dirt road, it would be continuous, and if you watched my older videos, you would be able to know the same as me. You could hear basically, you could hear the sound of the steering wheel vibrate. Luckily, you can't on this. It's not so vicious, if you like. But it's still noticeable, which I like. It's really, you can tell when you're going on a bumpy road and over bumps and the engine's moving. It's a step closer to ultra realism, and what with the oh man, I forgot what it is. But let's just call it that virtual reality headset thingy that goes over your head now. It just, that word, just the name of that has just gone completely out of my head. But yeah, so let's do that for a little bit. Now let's go on the outside. Just look at the. No, let's not do that in a bit. But yeah, so they've done that. They've added the whole. You can turn your thingy off. There's also a bunch of new features such as, let's go gameplay second. They've added air brake simulation. I still haven't worked that part out yet. I hear that the air brake simulation means that when you stop you have to wait for your air brakes to gauge to go up or something, but it doesn't seem to do that for me. It just lets me pull straight off as usual, so I don't know. There's also when you turn your engine off and back on again, turning it on, you now have two stages. You've got the ignition stage, so it turns on all the electrics but nothing else, and then you've got and then you press the engine on button again to do everything else, so to turn it on to drive basically. So you press it twice to drive away, which is kind of annoying when you first hop on the game to drive, because I sometimes forget. I'm like, engine on, drive. Oh, engine on, drive. Yeah. Now we're going on this road, and you get this sound, if you can hear it. Hang on, there we go. That's the sound when you go on the hard shoulder, which I have found because it then stops when I'm not on it, or something like that. now we've got to be in this lane because that outside lane is not working. And we don't need to sleep, do we? No, good. So you'll notice that I have managed to get this in daytime, which you guys, I think most of you know, is kind of hard work for me. I'm usually always doing a video in nighttime, which is kind of just the worst. But I've got the problem sorted now. I almost did do the video in nighttime because I really tried my kind of hard to... Why have we all stopped? Oh, I see, we're waiting for AI to move. I didn't realise we had to go into another lane. Move over. Oh, come on! Move! No, wait, what? Ah! One gear. I went to gear 2. Now, I hope... Did I cut? No. Good. I better not anyway. Gear 8, that's good. I'm doing really bad with gears today, I feel like. Maybe not. Might just be me. Anyways, let's go like this, and then we can look at the Ivico Highway more. Now, if you watched my last video, you will know that the Ivico Highway, when I went to Truckfest, has really grown on me. Because I got to look at it more, and it is still growing on me. I still really like it. Which is cool. There's a speed camera, and I was going on a hard shoulder. Whoops. But on the plus side, I don't know. I like it. I mean, there's a few errors with this Ivico, as far as I know. I mean, some people have said that the fuel gauge and the temperature gauge are the wrong way. So the temperature gauge says the fuel, and the fuel says the temperature. But it doesn't, because I'm looking at it now, and I can clearly see that the fuel gauge is going down and not the temperature, which is nice. I like that. Although it's hard to read what the stuff on the info board says. I can read what gear I'm in. That's about it, unfortunately. I'm sure that might just be me. It might not be though. We may find out at some point. But for now, we are in the right gear, we're going the right speed, and I am loving the game. When I first updated my game, I really hated it. For a lot of things. The steering wheel and... And, I mean, when I first updated it, I bought the Ivico, and because the steering wasn't working, I was hating everything, and I was having a bad day, and I sang a sad song to just turn it around and everything, you know, as you do. And why is it... I'm confused. But yes, and... I didn't give... it made me hate the Ivico for that little moment, and I've now got it again, and I'm really driving it, and I'm playing with it, because obviously I wanted to use the Ivico. It's a new trailer and stuff, and if you're wondering why I'm not using my mods, it's not because they're not working, it's more simply because I wanted to show you the base game of the update as opposed to what my mods are, because I've got a ton of mods in my game, so I obviously don't really want to be showing you new mods in the game and being like, oh yeah, no, that's not new in the update, that's just part of it, you know, that's just part of a mod. It's like, I don't really want to do that. I want to be able to show you the game as this. No, I was hoping that I could get the SS Software blog up, but I can't be bothered. I should be able to remember some other stuff, like changes to the wheels and stuff. Basically, download the patch, because it does make your game run a lot better. Unlike the last update, which had a ton of... which made a ton of people lose their thingy with it because it was making their game crash because of mod problems and stuff. This doesn't. Nobody has had problems, I don't think, with mod conflictions or mod errors. There are things that have been changed with that, but nothing has actually made the game stop working. SES Software are doing great when it comes to making the game run properly with mods, which I really like them for. I really think... No, why are you stopping? Why are you stopping? You was going, we was going to run in flow, and everything, and then you stop as I'm pulling out. It's like I was going to pull out. Oh, I don't know. No, it's not rage at the AI. They mean no harm. They're still the worst, as I can tell. Okay. Oh wow. Okay, this is cool. This is new. They said they'd done it new. They'd done a new Polish thingy here. Single lane roads and stuff. Right, wait a minute. We're so doing this. I'm going to take a look at it just to see. I'm pretty sure it's new. They don't normally have this bit in there. Yeah, it looks quite new. So this is all the new part. They're building sites. Look, be cool if you can deliver to them. SES, sort this out. Let us deliver to building sites and stuff. Everyone wants to do that these days. I hope my trailer doesn't get stuck under that. I hear of terrible tales of... Yeah, this is definitely new. They don't normally have curvy lines and stuff. Wrong gear button, that one. Right, anyways, we're going left. That sat-nav is in the perfect place. I like it being there. You can just look straight down at it and it's there now. Do I stop or... I don't know. Slow down. I don't want to crash. Because the end of my last video, I had a pretty big crash where a car T-boned me. And for the record, if you watch that back, I did actually look both ways. And the first time he genuinely was not there. So it wasn't that I was just an idiot and decided to change lanes. No, go out. So, we're now on the new road, guys. I hope you like the look of it, because it looks kind of cool. Whether or not it will look any different to normal. Let's go, this camera. I'm like swapping cameras like anything, and like, whoops. I like this actually. It's kind of cool that you can also hear it over here. So you know, I've got to change gear. Whoops. I like this. It's kind of cool. I like this highway a lot. I don't know what it is about it now, but it's just something has just sort of been. Yeah, you know what? You're gonna like it. It's like just a little guy that's flicked a switch that says like Ivecos, don't like Ivecos. I don't know, but yeah, that's what's happened. And there was a wait, what? I just noticed there's a hotel sign. Wait, is that like a a new parking bay? I like that. Many people have asked for these parking bays, and I like the fact that SC Software have brought one of those in. That is really kind of cool. It's funky. So let's keep driving and see what else we can uncover. Now, this time of day is absolutely perfect for this. Absolutely perfect, because you get the shadow. I love this time of day in the game just for the shadows, and just you get to see really the sun. Do you get to see the sunset? Let's have a look. No, the sun's not setting today. This is so cool! Uh-oh. I like this a lot! This is really kind of cool. I like this. SC Software, hats off to you. Kudos. You've done pretty nice. Now let's go into cruise control and just cruise along the bridge, which I really, really like a lot. And there's a harvester just casually ploughing his field. Or harvesting. I don't know. I don't do farming vehicles, I'm totally sorry. Okay, so that was a nice, a really cool part of the map. I really, really like this game now. Really, really, really like this game now. It's so cool. Okay. It's like, before I downloaded the update, I was thinking, no, I'm not going to like it. But now, well no, before I downloaded the update, I liked it a lot. But this has just made it a lot more better. I'm now at work thinking, I want to get home and play this too. Because I like the steering on it, and I never thought I would, but I really love how it's relying on me to center it and drive normally, as opposed to relying on, I need to turn my lights on, as opposed to just, you know, I can let go and it will turn back to normal, or I just let it slide back into place. Whether or not it's realistic having non-self-centering stuff, I don't know. I thought in real life the steering self-centered itself, like in cars and lorries. I might be wrong. I've never driven one to find out. It's just a sad story of my life. But further now, I'm happy with how it is. I quite like it being where it's not sort of, you know, this is the section which won't move and stuff. I like it where it's all moving and stuff. It makes it feel a lot more controllable, I find. I've got every bit of control over it. I'm not trying to fight somebody to turn it, you know. So now, why are we slowing? There's like, there's a junction, but I don't think that was any reason to slow. Yes, another thing in the maps, in cities and stuff, you'll see stuff coming out of chimneys like what we can see there, which is kind of cool. How they're still managing to add things in and then lower, and then make the game more stable. Yeah, I'm gonna go into actually. No. I get it right. No, that one. Yes, that's the one I wanted. Let's look at the lake. That is some really cool foliage at the lake. I like this a lot. Feels like I'm reliving the time of first playing ETS2. It feels like I'm just coming back onto it for the first time. This is, if you think about this is Poland. So the new DLC will be mostly in Poland. And if you think about how nice this looks, just look at it. deep foliage tree forests and rivers and lakes and long bridges. Think about how good the new update, the DLC, is going to be now that they're doing this. And I'm sorry for you, dude. That was a straight road and you managed to cock up that overtake. How did you manage that, pal? I'm, on the other hand, I'm hoping, well, my truck seems to be really slow when it comes to, yes, I managed to overtake it quite well though. Although there is a T-junction with another AR coming. Do we go? I don't like those T-junctions because I never know if I'm allowed to go or not. Like, I never know if I should give way or not, you know? It's really kind of awkward for me. It's like, there's no sort of giveaway signs or anything like that. So I don't know whether to stop or not. And so most of the time I just sort of, I'm going to plough through it and hope for the best. And it works most of the time. Sometimes, oh god, gear 11, that's fine. Sometimes I might be like, I'll go slow and stuff, but when you're in the middle of an overtake, not expecting a cross junction. Although to be fair, the overtake did still go quite well compared to the other guy, so you know, I am still kind of really happy about it, because at least I don't have to stop because I overtaken at the wrong point, unlike this other guy that just thought, you know, there's a car coming. Oh, the truck! It was a DAF, actually. It was a DAF, I'm pretty sure. There's a DAF coming, but who cares? I'm gonna still do it and then die in a horrible crash. If I was driving that DAF, I would have killed the guy. Just teach him who's boss. Teach him a lesson. Teach him a lesson. Although the lesson would be how to die, of course, because he will be dead. In which case it's not a very good lesson because he will have forgotten it because he would be dead, which isn't that great. But it's all good. Yeah, sort of. No one got killed, and there's a nice sharp corner with some more outstanding foliage and rivers and lakes and road scenery created by SCS software, which I am absolutely loving. If this is a taster of the DLC, if I could pre-order the DLC now, I would. Just saying, because I mean, the one thing that I've always wanted in the game was really deep forests and things. Why is that not working? Good. No, wait, what? Go away! My phone has a a charging thingy, and it doesn't like doing it very often, but I think it's doing it. No, it's not. You're just being difficult. It's. Oh, I'm going to give up with it in a minute. Oh, well, let's not talk about that. The one thing that I wanted in games in the ETS2 world was deeper forests. So, I mean, I don't know what it is about them, but I just love seeing the deep foliage of the forest and stuff, and the scenery of it, driving through it. It feels realistic, it feels epic, it feels brilliant. I love it. And they're doing that in ETS2, which is really cool. It's just extremely cool. So now we are almost at the end of the delivery now. You will get to see me reverse the trailer because I feel like I should let you. There isn't actually any word on the next DLC. Oh, it's working now. I don't know what you're doing. Are you charging or not? I don't know. Yes, guys, I rage at ETS2 and I also rage at my phone. Because I like to rage at a lot of things. Anyways, let's try and find SCS Software's blog again quickly. See if there's any important information that I've missed out. And I'm going to yawn. My apologies for that, it's been a long day at work. Okay, so that one. Good, now let's go. There we go. There's nothing new. On the SCS Software blog, by the way, you can find a list of all the changes in the update. It's worth a read if you've got the time. It is kind of cool to be able to know in detail just about how much effort has gone into this. Why are you vibrating so much? I don't know, but anyways. So you got the highway, you got the DAF. Well, it fixes tons of stuff on the trucks. They've got the force feedback, which I mentioned. No, that's the wrong gear. No, what? I don't know. That's one interesting feature which I think I mentioned in a video, but I'm just going to mention it now. You can now the fuel actually gets consumed whilst you're not moving. So there's fuel consumption whilst you're not moving, which is a really cool feature. Obviously realistic if you're driving in real life, your fuel does actually get used whilst you're just not moving, because there's some speculation as to whether or not turning your engine off whilst you're sat at traffic lights is good at saving fuel and good for the environment, but I don't think it is much, but whether or not, I don't know. But yeah, so it shows the ferry route in the thingy, in the job menu thingy. I'll show you that later at some point maybe. In gear 2, that's good. Oh yeah, you can also change how much money you earn from deliveries and jobs and stuff, and how much money your drivers gain, which is kind of cool. If you want the game to be harder, then you can have it harder. Obviously I would put that on. Maybe if I might make a new profile at some point just to rebuild it all and stuff. But for the moment I don't really need to. So we're now on the small road with the new toll gates in Poland. Well, we've gone through that. That's the models. Then they've got some code stuff. Rain probability in both corner values ensure infinite weather duration. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, that's kind of cool. I didn't read that part. So let's give you an example of that. If I go into gameplay, and so my weather at the moment is rain probability. Right, it's in the middle. So if I move it to the left, it will always be sunny, I guess, and if I move it to the right, it'll always be rainy, which is cool. So obviously some people move it there so that it doesn't rain at all, and they're like, but it's still raining, and it's like, oh, that's a shame. So non-linearity slider, fixed potential crash, that's fine. More job start autosaves, so there will be more autosaves, which is cool. And the rest of it is just sort of that. There's a lot of minor fixes, a lot of big fixes, and if you want to read through it, then you can. I'll post. I think I've always got the link to the SO Software blog in my video description anyway, just so you guys can check it out, as well as any public mods that I use in videos. But for the moment, let's finish the delivery, which is turning night time, and I think has been a really nice drive, which I think I will do again, not maybe in a video, but I will drive on that road plenty of times. I think I loved that road quite a lot. But for now, you get to see me fail at reversing, because what with the wheel not self-centering, it was incredibly handy in reversing, because it meant that I didn't need to do so much movement, but now I've got to do a lot more movement because I can't just rely on my steering wheel to do most of it for me, which I guess is cool, because obviously in real life your steering wheel doesn't do a lot of the movement for you. But it is kind of hard to realise when my steering wheel has passed line or not, and I don't know what I'm doing. Let's straighten it out, because obviously there's like the part. Let's do that. Obviously there's the part where my steering wheel is left and part where it's right, and it's hard to know when I've passed the centre, so it's changing. I want to go left, I think. Yes. It's a lot easier when I've got that, because it sort of it told me when I was actually crossing the centre, so my wheels are now going to go the other way. But I mean, I think I'm doing it okay-ish, just a lot of movement and a lot of faffing about with what way do I go. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you found it very informative, I hope you did. So thanks for watching, and goodbye.